How's it going, Blade Series? This is David Blade Banter. We are in here with Rob from Double Star Blades. So you're going to check out some of the knives. First, we're going to start off with one of the kind of icebreaker questions. So pick a number from 1 through 25.
Let's start with 7.
All right, number 7. Got any favorite quotes?
Oh, yeah. I'm a big fan of MacArthur. And don't enter into a war that you're not willing to win.
Very good. Very good. So be prepared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be prepared to win.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So what's the most popular knife now for model for you folks right now that you guys are seeing?
One of our, as far as our most popular model as of right now in this season is going to be down here on this side of the table. This is our Chico Diablo X, designed by Kim Breed, a retired SF guy who writes for Blade Magazine. He's very well connected in all ranges of cutlery use. I mean, he's a big hunter, a big fisherman, big into EDC. Well, as of right now, though, he's really big hunter, and this blade covers pretty much all the gambits. He's good for field dressing, good for cutting rope, good for opening boxes, really easy to keep sharp, and it's just a phenomenally good blade. It's just designed real well, small enough that you can pack it in a pocket or behind your back and scout, or you can put it in your jacket. It really doesn't matter. It just fits all the bills. It's a phenomenal blade.
Nice. And then what's the price on that one, and what steel does it run?
This is $150, and this is 3/16 stick Nitro V.
Nice. Definitely a popular steel that's coming about.
It is a phenomenal steel. It is a great steel for all uses. Maintains a great edge because it derives from ABL. And they just took a good steel and they made it better.
Awesome.
They made it better.
Okay. And then
when I say they, I mean New Jersey Steel Bearing did a great job with it.
Very good, very good. And then so now, what else is do you guys have as far as popular, latest and greatest? I guess also we want to check out the folder knife too that you guys have.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Over here on this end, so this is our second year, actually our first year of getting involved with folders, and what we did was we teamed up with Mike Bellenkamp of V Knives, and he had a real nice blade that he had that was called the Poseidon, and what we did was, he was nice enough to let us tweak it a little bit, and so we took his frame lock and turned it into a liner and went with G10 scales. We went ahead and stayed with the D2 because it's a great steel, and just put something together that was at a real phenomenal price point. I mean, $75 for a D2 folder, that's just completely unheard of. And the quality of this particular, this build is phenomenal. It comes out of Taiwan, so I mean, it's just, they dotted all the I's and crossed the T's. It's a great knife.
Yeah, very nice styling to it as far as even the scales for the G10 scale. There's a nice styling to it.
Oh yeah, I mean, from the pocket clip to the finish, everything, they just did a phenomenal job. I'm kind of an old-fashioned kind of guy, so I like the satin with the black.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then for yourself, I guess, what was the first knife that you remember having that you picked up or was handed down to you?
Well, the first knife that I ever was given was I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there, it was a lockback buck. Yeah. That was one of the first knives that was ever given to me by one of my family members, and then after that, I remember at least the first fixed blade I ever got was also a buck. It was one of the old black handled jobbers that were real hard as hell, real hard to sharpen, but it was a great knife.
Is there anything else you guys want to show off today?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I would. We've got a couple of things going on here. So being our second year, well actually our third year being in cutlery, this is my year and a half of me taking the reins of this. Things have just gone up because we've stayed true to what we wanted to do, which is, again, like we talked about yesterday when you came by, talking with me, it's about people, brother. It's about people. This boils down to people all the way across the board. And what we've tried to do is create a great product that everybody at any range could get their hands on, in all fields, all personalities, whether you're a bushcraft guy, EDC, self-defense, law enforcement, military, whoever you are, we try to cover all the bases. One thing I'd like to talk about is I'd like to also talk about our teaming up with veterans. So the first one I want to go ahead and grab a hold of is this one right here. This is our light fighter. This is our combat utility. This was designed by Darren Soroy of TCT Knives, a veteran. As far as the combat utility range, when you think of combat utilities, most of us think of K-bars and stuff like that. Well, this knife, if you are into K-bars, this is what you want to get your hands on. This fills that bill. Again, we've got the 3/16 thick Nitro V. It is just, the build is phenomenal. The grind turned out well. It's got a real nice pitch, got a real nice swedge. You cut that cross section in half. It's just a great piece of work, just phenomenal knife. Another thing that kind of falls into this whole idea of supporting vets and getting into different fields is the Pass Seeker. the Path Seeker, we wanted a doorway into bushcraft. So most of us don't do bushcraft, and we camp and we do things like that, but we don't do bushcraft. So what we did was we got a hold of Hakeem Eisler from Naked and Afraid, and he, I think it was like the second episode, he won it. And so we went ahead and got a hold of him, and he designed this knife for us. We got quarter-inch thick, 80 CRB2, G10 scales. This joker has got it covered. You're not going to break it. You can baton it. You can do whatever you need to do with it. Hell, if you need to dig a ditch.
Yeah, it's good to team up with somebody that knows what's needed out there. Like if that's your only tool, that you're told you go to.
Absolutely. We allow people to do what they're good at and help us out in the long run. So this is a phenomenal blade. Everything we're talking about here today, Dave, you can pick up on our website at star15.com.
Very good.
And also, let's see here. And another thing that's really near and dear to my heart is self-defense and martial arts. And I'm also a designer. I'm I like the hair club for men. Not only am I'm also a user and a designer.
There you go.
So this is one of my designs. This is the Halcon. This falls into our self-defense EDC style category. If you're into karambits, this is not just a karambit. This is the karambit. All three cutting edges. If you're just a basic hammer fist kind of guy, this works. If you want to get real fancy with your C-Lat and your collie, you can do that too. 3/16 stick, Nitro V as well. Very solid build for 240, 250. This is a phenomenal knife to get your hands on. Kydex sheath comes with it. Comes with the Tech Lock. I can't say enough about this knife. But yeah, that's what we got going on here at Double Star. Check us out, star15.com.
Definitely. No, I do appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of things to go on for it. So kind of even everything to meet up with everybody's needs, demands, and that life of the blade as you were talking about earlier.
Absolutely, man. The spirit is in the blade, brother.
Gotcha.
It's in the blade.
Do appreciate
Absolutely.
it.